Since it's a new year, I just wanted to start uploading on YouTube and also to really build a community of creatives. This channel is my way to really show people what goes behind the scenes with my graphic design and my art. I am not even gonna lie, I just turned the camera on and this is just how we're gonna do it. I don't really have an idea of the character I'm gonna draw, which I think is kind of good because I'm gonna show you my thought process on how to get an idea of how to start a character illustration and go start through finish on how to do it. Since this channel just started, I have to introduce myself. So my name's Elijah. I'm a graphic designer and illustrator based out of Connecticut. And about 2 years ago, I started a studio where I focus on creating logo designs and visual branding for small businesses. I think it's about that time to start drawing. So I'm just gonna walk you guys through step by step my process. If you take anything away from this video, if you learn something new, if you have any tips for me, feel free to voice your opinions or anything in the comments. So without further ado, my art process. Music is so important in my process, mostly because the emotion of the music or the overall vibe can sometimes inspire or dictate the outcome of your art. Remember how I said I didn't know what to draw at the beginning? I use sites like Pinterest to help me come up with characters to draw. These fashion photos look cool, so I'll use this as my reference. Time to put those creative skills to work. I typically start with a rough sketch, then refine it as I go. I don't follow the reference to a T. I like to exaggerate features and add my style to it. Also, make sure you take a step back and make sure your proportions are correct at this stage. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Time for the hard part, inking. First, make sure your document is set at 300 pixels per inch. Try not to worry about getting perfect lines. I've noticed that varying my line weights and being loose while inking gives my sketch the best results. I do use a little streamline and stabilization to get rid of some of that wobbliness though. Try not to overthink it, have fun, and take the idea of perfection out of the equation. You will improve and feel more comfortable over time. So just finished inking the character, a little tired. So I'm gonna go in the lounge room to relax a little bit and then come right back to it to add some color. Now that was a much needed break. Time for my favorite part, adding base colors. I created a color palette that I use for all of my illustration work. This makes the process a little easier for each drawing that I do. But as you can see, when I color, I experiment a lot, and I typically prioritize bold colors and contrast. When it comes to adding light and shadow, I've noticed that it gives so much depth to flat illustration and brings everything together. I like cool shadows and warm highlights. So right now I'm using a low opacity multiply layer with dark purple. And what I'm doing is I'm drawing shadows whenever I see a crease or a fold. For the light, I usually use a screen overlay with like a light yellow or a warmer tone, and I go around certain edges to kind of give it like a rim light. If these terms are new to you, let me know in the comments if I should make a separate video explaining them. And for the last step, I'll add my signature and tweak the hue and saturation of my drawing as well as the color balance to see if I get any interesting color changes. Like I said, I try not to overthink it. I treat it like an experiment and just have fun. And here's the final piece. I really enjoyed making it. Wow, you guys really made it to the end. I'm so grateful if you did. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for more videos. If you have any ideas for videos, please don't hesitate to let me know in the comments. I'm open to creating anything that helps you guys. Any tips? Do you want a studio tour? Do you want me to show you fundamentals of drawing? Just let me know in the comments. I am here to help. With that being said, yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Share this video with your most creative friend. I think they'll really like it. Thank you so much for watching, and stay cool.